Hello and welcome everybody. The last two tapes on Resident Evil 7 have been revealed and we have gotten so much information in these two videos, I'm dying to tell you all. I've been looking forward to these tapes for so long, and honestly I was waiting because they've been released at 2 AM usually at my country, and they got released at 3 AM today. So at 2 AM I was just kind of sat there, thinking where the hell are they. By 2:30 I was like, are they even coming? But I'm so glad they've come and been released. You guys are going to be absolutely blown away by what we see here today. I mean, this just kind of confirms a few things that I've already said once again, but on top of that, it's absolutely mind-blowing that we finally get the big reveal that Capcom has been waiting to show for so long and what everybody has been asking for. So anyway, I'm sure you're all looking forward to getting into the video itself. The anticipation must be killing you, so without any further delay, let's just get right into the first tape, which you're absolutely going to love. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Okay, so I'm sure everybody is completely blown away. Now, we finally got a glimpse at something other than the bakers that we can shoot at, and it's not even a human either, it's a full-on B.O.W. I'm sure everybody is just so happy to see this. I'm so happy to see this. This is absolutely beautiful. But we need to get into the analysis and speculation as always, as that's what I'm here to provide, because this actually provides quite a lot of context clues to the Resident Evil 7 game, so let's get into it anyway. So first off, you will notice there is some kind of mold on the wall, and it seems to be regenerating or coming out of the mold or interacting with it in some way anyway. But it looks like this mold on the wall is part of the infection, but it's probably shooting in the virus or nutrients or something into the host here, and I'm assuming that the growth is going to be in the game. You're going to have to actually fight this growth over time, and it's going to cause a lot of animals and different things to mutate, and it's definitely connected to the bakers, as everyone can assume. Now, going on to the monster itself, you can see it's got some large ass claws, but I got some good screenshots of this. So here's a really good screenshot, and you can see the jaws of this creature with its teeth are absolutely terrifying. The entire thing is really well built up, and it seems like it's got tendrils going across its skin. That's almost like the Ouroboros virus. But the thing is this creature was actually seen in previous Resident Evil games. Now, there's two creatures that are very similar to this. The first one is the Regenerator from Resident Evil 4, and the second one is the Bloodshot from Resident Evil 6. Now, when comparing the two, it definitely does look more like the Bloodshot itself. As you can see, it's got the fleshy colored skin, even though it's underneath the tendrils, and although the tendrils and the armor on top of it look like extra additions, it's even got the same facial features and teeth. So yeah, it definitely looks like the same Bloodshot. The thing is, however, the Bloodshot did not, as I said, have all this armor nor the claws, so it looks like an enhanced version of that. Now, the Bloodshot came from the C virus, which was a variation on the progenitor virus, and I know that sounds complicated, but just remember that the progenitor virus is what led to the basic immortality of Wesker and his speed and his strength and all that other stuff that he has. Another thing to note is that the progenitor virus could infect animals and humans alike, and it also gives us some form of understanding as to why the bakers have got regeneration as well as intellect. I'm sure this is some variation on the progenitor virus itself, some kind of enhanced prototype. Now, without getting too complicated and confusing everyone, because I'm sure a lot of people who watch my videos don't read into the lore to this degree, basically the reason that Wesker is so strong and why he's so agile and why he's immortal and basically can't die is because of the effects from this progenitor virus. Apparently, if you enhance and produce the virus to such a refined degree, it will give you all of those traits, even slowing down the aging process itself. So yeah, that all aligns up. All of the facts about Resident Evil 7 align up with the progenitor virus. And another thing to say is that Leon was actually supposed to be infected with some variation of the progenitor virus in the Resident Evil 4 game, and this was before things got changed. You can find out basically what Resident Evil 4 was supposed to be online, and it's a really cool thing. It was going to be like a slightly supernatural game, kind of like Resident Evil 7, right? I think this is actually kind of a hint that Ethan is actually infected, and that's why we're seeing supernatural things. Maybe it's that part of Resident Evil 4 and what it was supposed to be coming back. We're infected with the virus, and that's why we're basically seeing illusions of things that aren't actually there. I mean, that all really just seems to align really too nicely to be coincidence. I'll be going over this more in detail in another video maybe. If you want that idea, please let me know below, but for now I'll be getting into the next tape anyway. Now, the last tape here didn't give too much that's interesting. The only thing that I'd like to say about this is that it does seem to imply that the Aunt Rhody song has more importance than we think. I don't really see somebody humming it in the game, as well as it being the trailer music, which is specially designed for the game, without it having any relative importance. And I said this before, and people said I was taking it too far, and I agree, sometimes things can be taken too far. However, I think this evidence should make people consider it a little bit more seriously now. I don't really have too much of analysis on this one. As I said, it looks like you're going through another environment into the upstairs. It's a nicely lit environment, and it's well crafted. I'm a little bit confused as to why there's an old woman just sat at the top of a hallway for some reason in a zombie outbreak, but you know, I can't really analyze anything from that. That's kind of hard to analyze. We do get to see, however, that we'll be getting a next tape in early December. This is something I speculated. Basically, we got a first tape, which was the first trailer to the game. Then we got tape 2, The Bakers, which was an introduction into who the Bakers were, what they were doing, and a little bit of more teasers about gameplay. And next we're going to get tape 3, which we don't know what's going to be in there, but based on what we've just seen here, I'm going to be assuming the spoilers are going to get heavy near January. I hope you're all looking forward to early December anyway, as I am especially, and I'm sure they'll throw out some little bits here and there between them. That's just for the next big tape. But for now anyway, I'm going to clock it off here as always, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video as always. I hope you're having a beautiful day. If you did enjoy the video and you're still here, please leave a like and a subscribe if you've gone through all the content. Thank you very much for watching. Have a beautiful day and peace.